Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today we're going to be talking about a couple legends in particular that really need some changes, or at least they need some more attention because it's not looking very good for them. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Of course, a legend like Mad Maggie is definitely going to be on the list as she is a relatively new legend, but her pick rate is just really bad. And another new legend that is also declining in pick rate is Newcastle, but to be fair, while his kit is very powerful in certain cases, for example his passive ability, he does have some fierce competition, especially with this absolute massive unit of a legend who has abilities that definitely compete with Newcastle's when it comes to functionality, especially in different levels of competitiveness. But we're not focusing on that today. I want to focus on two legends in particular. These two legends are Revenant and Mirage. So why don't we get into it? First up is Revenant. Now at first glance you might think, oh, Revenant's pick rate isn't too bad, at least it's not at the very bottom. However, you'll notice that the moment I start selecting higher and higher ranks, Revenant's pick rate drops dramatically. And you'll see that up on screen right now as I'm progressing through the ranks. Revenant's pick rate is dropping really fast until eventually I hit Masters and Predator rank, and Revenant has a 0.1 pick rate, which is by far the worst pick rate out of any legend. To be honest, this is really sad. So some of you might be wondering, okay, then why don't they do something about it? Why don't they change Revenant in a way, maybe give him a buff or something like that? Why hasn't he received any changes if this is really bad? With Revenant, the devs have mentioned in the past that with his abilities, it's really hard to make them more powerful while also not making them more annoying. Both his tactical and his ultimate are extremely annoying, especially in certain scenarios, and just imagine a bunch of teams all death toteming in the end ring. That's probably something the devs don't want to see happen. I'm sure a lot of you may remember when Revtane was a very popular thing. That was quite freaking annoying, and so honestly I'm kind of relieved that it's not a thing anymore. But the problem still remains. Based on these statistics, it doesn't seem like Revenant is very useful at all when it comes to competitive play. Meanwhile, in casual play, at least Revenant is not at the very bottom, so if we do end up receiving a change to Revenant, it's most likely going to be something that makes him more suitable for competitive play, especially with all these new legends coming out. Now anyways, moving on to Mirage, this is quite an interesting one as well because he's received a lot of buffs over the seasons, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with me when I say that a lot of Mirage's big buffs are very well done. They give him a lot more power when it comes to bamboozling enemies, and he is becoming a more and more capable legend. But with Mirage, it's also very hard to keep his pick rate at a certain level, because here's the thing. Yes, you can give Mirage a buff, and you can give him new abilities that allow him to trick enemies in new ways, but eventually at some point the player base will learn to adapt, and slowly Mirage will be able to trick less and less people. This is something the devs have said in the past as well, and so it's really hard to find a sort of long-term solution for Mirage where they can give him one buff or one rework, and that change will last him for many seasons. So this is probably where the community comes in. I'm sure a lot of you that are Mirage mains probably have some pretty good freaking ideas, and the same thing applies to Revenant mains, so feel free to express yourself in the comments below. I really am looking forward to seeing what you guys have in mind when it comes to changes with these two legends. But yeah, I'll be ending the video here, and of course, as always guys, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.